Well, this might be the last installment of my Billy stories. It's kind of the climax of Billy's story in high school. Well, since I've known him. But it's a news article from let me look at it here, 1989, I believe. Let's see what the year is. Yep, 1989. And anyway, here's a picture of Billy. I don't want to get too close because I don't want to show his real name. Billy got himself into some trouble, so I'll just read the news article to you, and I'm going to change the names. Anyway, here goes. So enjoy the possible last installment of my my experiences with Billy. This didn't happen to me personally, but anyway, Billy was arrested in his ex-girlfriend's college dorm room after a shooting incident. He gave police permission to search his room under one condition: that they wait 3.5 hours so they wouldn't wake his quadriplegic roommate, who is cared for since the beginning of fall classes. Consideration for others is one of several qualities noted by shocked friends, relatives, and former teachers yesterday in describing the man who remained in jail yesterday in lieu of bonds totaling $100,000. Billy, a Texas sophomore nuclear engineering student, was arrested Tuesday and charged with 2 counts of attempted murder, 2 counts of aggravated assault, 1 use of a prohibited weapon, and burglary with intent to commit assault. At about 3 a.m. Tuesday, the assailant entered the room of Billy's former girlfriend and her roommate. The man pulled out 2 rifles hidden under an overcoat, said police. But before he could aim the gun, one of the women grabbed the barrel. Both women struggled with their assailant and eventually disarmed him and forced him into a closet. During the scuffle, 8 rounds were fired from 2 rifles. 3 came from a .30-06 caliber rifle, and the other 5 came from a .223 caliber Ruger Mini 14 semi-automatic rifle. Now, it's interesting to note they didn't use the term assault rifles back then. Both women suffered minor powder burns on their hands and other parts of their bodies, but otherwise were unharmed, police said. Neither could be reached for comment yesterday, but a neighbor said yesterday that anger apparently gave them the strength to overpower the much taller and braver assailant. Both of them were fairly short, but they were angry. They weren't going to let him do that to them, said the neighbor, who asked not to be identified. After disarming the man, the women forced him into a closet where he remained until police arrived to place him under arrest. Those who knew Billy described him as a nice, quiet, intelligent young man who was considering a military career. They said they were shocked Tuesday to learn that Billy had been arrested and charged with attempted murder. His brother, Bubba, described his younger brother as shy and nice to other people. He never got into a fight when he was little and going to school, Bubba said yesterday during a telephone interview. I guess the Navy taught him how to fire guns. He certainly didn't learn it at home, he said. Billy's brother said. Billy was in the Navy. He had been involved in military-related activities since the 10th grade. In high school, his parents, who still live in my hometown, and he has a younger sister. Bubba said his mother and sister are in Mexico City and have not been told of his brother's situation. He said no one from his family has visited his brother in jail because his father, who lived in town, doesn't drive. Like I said, strange situation. Uh, while in high school, Billy was a student council member, club member, this and that. In his senior year, he was a member of National Honor Society. One of his teachers in high school described him as someone who was respected by other students and who was quiet and had nice manners. If you told him to do something, he would do it. I can't remember having any discipline problems with him, he said. He was a good model for other students, the teacher said. Billy had visited his former high school just last week during spring break. While there, he spoke to several classes about the benefits of getting a high school diploma and going to college, the teacher said. He appeared normal and happy during his visit to school. There was no outward appearance that anything was bothering him. He was neat as a pin and very gentlemanly. Billy never participated in gun-related sports at school. We had a pistol and rifle team. He never even handled a gun in school, the teacher said. I've never known him to take an interest in guns. Billy shared a first-floor room at college with, I'll call him Dan, a sophomore. Billy was employed to take care of Dan, who is a quadriplegic. Billy received room and board and $100 each month in exchange for helping Dan. Despite daily close contact, Dan said he didn't know Billy that well. He was a private person who didn't open up, Dan said. When he went to sleep Monday night, Dan, was the last time I saw him, Dan said. I heard him get up in the morning, but he told me he had to go study for a quiz next time. Next time I heard about him was when the police woke me up. He said the police woke him up at about 7 a.m. Tuesday. Both Dan and Billy's mother believe he was despondent over his breakup with his girlfriend last fall. When they first broke up, he was real depressed, but then he got over it, I thought, Dan said. During their arrest, police found 17 .30-06 caliber rounds, 134 .223 caliber Mini 14 series, whatever that means, rounds in several clips, and a hunting knife, a rope, and some strips of cloth that police believe were to be used for gags, the police said. Police said Billy showed his consideration for his roommate during one of his final acts before being taken to jail. After he got arrested, he gave the police permission to search the room, police said, but he didn't want them to go into the room until after 6:30 so it wouldn't wake me. Oh, Dan. Dan said that he... anyway. So that's... that was the... exciting chapter in Billy's life, and it's a shame because, just as the article says, Billy was a smart guy, likable guy, a little different, aren't we all? But anyway, I don't have much detail. I kind of know bits and pieces of what his sentencing was like and what happened to him afterwards. So maybe that will be the next. This won't be the last installment, but that will be the next installment. Whatever happened to Billy. So anyway, hope you enjoyed the story. Hope you believe I didn't make it up. I read it right out of the newspaper, and everything in the newspaper is true, right? So, that's all I got for tonight. See you later.